top, top, top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top, 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 top. All my people there back in the spot, let up the shout. Yeah. I want the top, 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 top. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top, 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 top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top, 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 top. All my people there back in the spot, let up the shout. What you got for me, world? What you got?
Here's the 3-1. Swinging a drive. Down the right field line. It is gone. It is gone. He's unbelievable. Walk-off winner. We are not worthy. Unbelievable. How many times will they do it?
Pre-game ceremonies winding down. First pitch moments away from Citi Field. It's the Bucks and Mets next. Now from the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, MLB The Show has baseball from beautiful Citi Field. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Pirates and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
And it's a tough assignment for each one of them. Both of these teams interplay here on a bit of a losing streak. But this is where, as a manager, you put it on the shoulders of your starter to go out there and give you the great performance.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates, as manager Clint Hurdle has his squad lined up like this. On the mound to square off against these guys, a former Cy Young Award winner, the veteran right-hander Bartolo Colon. Starling Marte will dig in now, and as you can see, he enters play 5th in stolen bases in the National League. Got a piece, it's 2-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game.
And you know, any way you can get on base, you just take it. Here he just puts the ball in play. Doesn't hit it all that hard, but he's able to leg it out at first base, and he's on to start this ball game.
Neil Walker will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runner goes for second. Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. And there to take it in is Granderson for the first out of the inning. On to first, and they don't get the 2 as he couldn't get it to stick in the webbing.
Batting third, center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Line to left, and that's going to get down out there. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now.
Pedro
Alvarez will dig in here, and they'll likely pitch carefully to him as he's coming off that 2-home run contest just 24 hours ago. Right down Main Street with that one, 2-2. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Swinging a hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
And this one could have been big trouble here, but this carries out there just far enough to find the outfielder's glove. And that means that both runners, neither of whom were running on contact, are forced to head back to where they started.
Ike Davis will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play fourth in the National League in round trippers. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. They'll match up against a product of the Phillies organization, right-hander Vance Worley. Eric Young Jr. will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, now what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
And this is low, but a good block that time by Martin to keep it within reach. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. A runner at first with no outs here. Two-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. 1-2. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. A bare hand for one. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. Alfonso Soriano leads things off now in the top half of the second. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
Batting 7th, catcher, Russell Martin.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Russell Martin. And he's forced to protect with 2 strikes as he had to reach for that one to foul it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, you want to try that call again?
Now ball hit pretty well deep down that left field line, heading toward the foul pole. It's hooking fast, but it's going to stay fair as it's inside the left field foul pole. A home run. A solo shot for Russell Martin. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Clint Barmas will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Here he comes on 2-2. Right at third. Throw on to first, and Barmas is gone. 2 away.
Batting ninth, catcher, Vance Worley.
Vance Worley will be the batter. Full count pitch on its way. On the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One for the Buccos on the Russell Martin home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. Curtis Granderson will start things off in the bottom of the second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. And Walker will put this one away for out number 1. So with 1 away, it's time to check out the National League Central Division standings as you see where the Pirates find themselves entering play here today. Daniel Murphy will stride in now, back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. The 1-2 with 1 away. Here's one hit back over the mound near second, taken by Walker. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
On the move is Murphy. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And they're going to get him at second base on a great throw by Martin.
Well, you know, so much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good throw cuts him down.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bobby Abreu would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Payoff pitch coming. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. And McCutchen will put this one away, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They still trail 1-0. Starling Marte is ready to go here as we begin the third. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Yeah, and you know what? He might not have a blazing fastball, the one that he had a few years ago, but when he puts it in a good spot, he still has plenty on it to get the job done. And that was a perfect pitch right there.
So one gone in the inning, and here's the second baseman, Neil Walker. Bases are empty, one man out. Stays alive here as this is foul off to the right. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Foul. Two-2 pitch is lofted in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Granderson as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting number 20, center fielder Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen will dig in. He singled his first time around. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will continue. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Pedro Alvarez will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground at first. Flip will go to Tejada at second, and that'll be that. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Bobby Abreu makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Here now the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Taylor Teagarden will stand in. He drove in 1 of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Right there is Barmas. Throw on to Davis at first, and there's out number 2.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. McCutchen will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ike Davis will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Under it is Granderson. 1 away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys showing good but not great fastballs. 92 for one, 91 for the other. Alfonso Soriano will try it again. He flew out his first time. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Swing and a hot shot toward third, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Russell Martin will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
You could tell he never did want to give in to him out there. I don't blame him. The first home run was all I needed to see.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1, but they're up 1-0. Eric Young Jr. will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Here's one hit towards the hole, and Tejada has himself a base hit. David Wright will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. One-two pitch is a slider that misses 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And his control's been real good here into the middle innings now. You'll see where this pitch is. Another great location right on the corner, and he gets him to pop it up.
Curtis Granderson will dig in. He popped out his first time. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece. Daniel Murphy will stand in. Base hit his first time around. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Lucas Duda will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. Vance Worley will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Starling Marte will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Hit hard on the ground is short. On to play it is Tejada. Throw to first, and Cologne's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning. Neil Walker will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A solo home run here for Neil Walker. Number 11 for him on the season, and it gives the Pirates a 2-1 lead.
Such a good start to the inning. He kept the ball down, got 2 ground ball outs. You're thinking, hey, he looks like he's in charge out there, but then he makes one mistake to the 3rd guy here, and it winds up leaving the yard.
Andrew McCutchen will dig in. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the 1st inning of play. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Pirates get 1 on the Neil Walker home run. Middle of the afternoon here in the Big Apple. It's now 2-1 Pittsburgh. Bobby Abreu will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they've pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Throw by Barmas gets him for route number 1.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Taylor Teagard will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly by Walker. Throw on to Davis at first, and there's out number 2. Bartolo Colon will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. The pitch.
Here we go.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. After the break, we'll see the former number 1 overall pick, Pedro Alvarez, start things out. It's the Pirates 2. And there is Pedro Alvarez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Ike Davis will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Davis waits on the 1-1. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Alfonso Soriano will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Oh, bad call.
Got a piece, it's 2-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Eric Young Jr. will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
Come on, New York.
Here's a ground ball to first. Over to first now is Davis as he takes it himself for the out.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. Now this ball is also swung on and also hit on the ground to first, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
David Wright will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Jerry's Familia is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Russell Martin will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game, and they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel, 2-1 our score. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire, ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Vance Worley will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Starling Marte will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. One left for Pittsburgh. They lead it 2-1. Curtis Granderson will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Here comes the 1-1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first out of the inning.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row, he said.
Daniel Murphy will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game. 1-1 on the way. And now a rocket into right field. Really squared that one up perfectly. It's a base hit.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row, so now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Now a ground ball towards the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Taylor Teagarden will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They still trail it here 2-1. And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Daisuke Matsuzaka will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Number 16.
Juan Lagares will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Juan Lagares.
2-2 now. Grounded to right at third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Andrew McCutchen will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. Luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Fouled back. Again, a 1-2. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Ike Davis will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Alfonso Soriano will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Pirates strand a couple. They still lead it 2-1. Juan Lagares will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Eric Young Jr. will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Mark Melanson will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Mark Melanson.
Eric Young Jr. will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. Full count pitch on its way. Well done as he takes this the other way and laces it into left field, a base hit. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
This is really one of the few balls he hit solidly all afternoon, so now we'll see if maybe they can get something going.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Called to strike as he pulled the bunt attempt back, 1-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he pulls this one back in time, 2-2.
Even though this is still just a 1-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Still showing bunt with 2 strikes, but he pulls it back, 3-2. And with 2 strikes, he's able to get this one down. And he'll easily make it to first as they won't even field this thing.
Oh, 2 guys on already. They couldn't afford to make this any worse, but they managed to do it here by somehow turning a clear sacrifice attempt into a bunt single. That could really come back to hurt.
Now a ball hit hard towards the hole, and he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. Curtis Granderson will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Daniel Murphy will stand in with a big opportunity to pad this lead if he can avoid the double play ball. And he takes a called 3rd strike, and that's a big one as the bases stay loaded here with 1 out in the inning now. Lucas Duda can break this one wide open now if he can find a gap here with the bases loaded. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he is out at the plate. Trying to extend the lead to 2. Instead, he's cut down, and the inning is So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates 2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Josh Edgen will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th.
Josh Edgen.
Russell Martin will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Josh Sankey.
The 3-0 pitch. That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And this is not the way you want to start the 9th inning on the mound. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Now, in a 1-run game, that puts a tying run on base to start things out.
Clint Varmus will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Young has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
A big first out there. That keeps the tying run anchored at first, and that's important because it's still going to take an extra base hit to get him home.
Henry Mejia is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 58.
That lady's bringing down.
Gabby Sanchez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Gabby Sanchez.
Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Lagares will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. Lined hard to center field. In there, a base hit. And they'll stop the runner at second base, but there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Okay.
Neil Walker will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one.
Neil Walker.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Line drive, base hit left field. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. Andrew McCutchen will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And he gets on top of this one and sends it on the ground to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Tony Watson will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Tony Watson.
Josh Satin is set to go now as we lead off the bottom of the 9th. Now the 2-1. And this ball will be chopped foul. On the ground to short. Throw by Barmas gets him for route number 1. Chris Young will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. And this is fouled straight back. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. On to first, and Young is retired here, 2 away. Juan Lagares will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. 2 out, nobody on. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Down in order go the Mets. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Scott Rice will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frames.
Scott Rice.
Anthony Recker is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 20, Anthony Recker.
Pedro Alvarez will come on now to start things out in the 10th, and you have to figure the momentum is squarely on their side after the manner in which that 9th inning went down.
Yeah, just a great comeback to tie the game in the top of the 9th, followed by putting up a 0 in the bottom half. This is a ball club that just won't quit out there, and they're going to keep fighting until the last out.
And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And the leadoff man is retired here to start the extra frames. Ike Davis will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Swing and a tapper out in front. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
And he strikes him out here for route number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Nothing doing here this half, so one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And Eric Young Jr. will lead it off now in the home half of inning number 10. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And the pitch. And the sinking fastball. Called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off.
Now batting.
This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
1 out, nobody on. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here we go. Swing at a high pop, drifting into foul territory. And Martin able to look this one in for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning.
Great.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Soriano is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still tied 3-3. Russell Martin will try and get something started here in the top half of inning number 11. A ball hit hard to the left side, and that's in there, base hit.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants us in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. The 2-1 home to Barmes. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there, 2-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Boy, that's the great thing about having a good sinker, and it seems like a lot of times, even when guys do get a hit off of you, the next guy's going to come up and ground into a double play anyway. We've seen it before, and that's exactly what happens here.
Jordy Mercer will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In the air to straightaway center field. Lagares is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Bucks go down quietly. Score remains tied at 3-3. Genmar Gomez will take over now to start the home 11th, knowing that just one would be the end of this ball game. Curtis Granderson will get us going now in the home half of the 11th. The 2-1 now to Granderson. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. And a good sinker there as it's bounced to third. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Wilmer Flores will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4, Wilmer Flores.
The 3-1. Oh, and he rips this one to first. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Remember now, that's the winning run if he can get on. He definitely put a good swing on this ball. Just unlucky that it was right at him.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Josh Satin will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Right on the corner, 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets strand one. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Carlos Torres will come on now as he'll take over to start this 12th inning. Starling Marte will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play, and it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides. The bullpens have been working overtime. Heck, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
Cutter, and that's a called strike two.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
And here's a cut fastball, but he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And out of here! So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, normally when you hear guys talking about pitches that hang, they're talking about the curveball, maybe a slider, but this is a cut fastball. It just hangs. You see it there. Just right out over the heart of the plate, and he doesn't miss it.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in, just 1 for 5 in this one. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is hit sharply to the left side. And McCutchen has himself a base hit. Pedro Alvarez will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And there he goes towards second. Pitch strike 3 called, the throw. And they will not get McCutchen here. He's in safely at second base. Ike Davis will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the dropped third strike. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure. Anthony Recker will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down a run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Justin Wilson will be the new pitcher. Anthony Recker will step in now with his guys down a run here in extra innings. And gentlemen, I think we've been here before.
Yeah, they were able to overcome a deficit once before. Now, can they get lightning to strike twice?
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Left fielder, number 22.
Eric Young Jr. will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time. Young waiting on the 1-1. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Well, this one sure didn't come easy. It took them 12 innings to do it, but they come away with a great victory here on the road.
One last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And guys, the Pirates were paced this afternoon by the efforts of this man, Neil Walker. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 4-3. So long from New York.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Mets, time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.